Covelle. Nice to meet you.
Patty, nice to meet you.
Patty.
Come on in.
Great, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
So there's a few things that that we're going to go over today, and one of them being the comparable properties in the area. I know that you're obviously interested in selling. The other thing that I want to go over is the marketing that we can offer you, and then on top of that, maybe some changes that we can make to improve the property, because I do know that you had it on the market for a few days, or a few months actually.
Few months, yes.
Beforehand, and so how we can revamp it and better present it to the market, and sort of have a nice fresh look.
Sounds great. Well, why don't we come over here and have a
Okay,
seat?
perfect. Thank you. So firstly, we can go over some of the marketing materials, and I noticed that initially when it was on the market just past few months ago, it did have some nice images, and I think because you have it decorated nicely and you kept everything pretty clean, that it did show well. But I think one of the biggest turns is the red in here.
Yes, people seem to react very strongly to the bright colors.
Exactly, and I think that if we could tone it down and do something a little more neutral, that is going to give us a fresh start on the multiple listing service, but it's also going to give us a fresh perspective for the buyers that are out there, and make it look sort of, well, new.
Okay.
And so some of the examples of things that I've sold in the area recently, and some marketing pieces, just so you can see some of the photography and some of the way that we stage things, and also, you know, in some of these projects I've sort of directed them with color as well. So this one is located on Beacon Street in Somerville. It's on the market right now for $3.99. It's not really a comp to you because it's in a different zip code, but I wanted to present it because I liked, you know, the sparseness and the cleanliness of the space, and the way that it photographed.
It looks really nice. Wow.
Yeah. So one of the features of this is that it had this nice, great outdoor patio that was exclusive to the unit, even though it was on garden level. So, you know, really made it desirable. We got it sold in about 7 days. We have it under agreement.
Wow. I hope I can go as quickly as this.
So that's the hope for us, definitely. So this is one example, and this is just, you know, because a lot of times you'll see condos in the market, and there is a lot of condos in this area that are on the market, and I think that mostly what we want to do is try to make you stand out and get as many people in the door as possible, and I think that the way to do that is through imagery and making sure that your space looks great all at the same time, because the first stop shopping is the internet. That's where everybody is sort of looking, and so that's the sort of point and purpose of, you know, going over these marketing materials with you. Sure. So this one was a 2-bedroom. This is around the corner from you. This is on Central Street in Somerville. But again, really just, you know, we have to make sure that all the lights are on, and that all the pillows are fluffed, and that, you know, things are off the counters, and, you know, small things make a big difference. And, you know, to be honest with you, you actually have a pretty nice clean space, so so we don't have to address much there. But
yeah, I think color and maybe a few other things. You could let me know if I should put more on the walls or take things down and make it maybe a little more generic. That might be helpful.
Right, exactly. Let's actually take a look at your space and sort of assess that and talk about more what we can do.